Okay, we're basically here to do like a little mini episode of this series and explain what kind of lore I'm using, why I'm using it, why I'm doing the system, and what's going to happen in the series. First off, we're using lore from the wiki, and we're using lore from Kane Pixels, who is he makes some he made the found footage like the 8 minute video. Um, I'm sure you've seen it, very popular. It'll be linked in the description below if you want to take a look at it. But he's working on his own in-depth lore, and I'm basically combining his lore with the wiki's lore, because the wiki's lore has a great foundation, but there's almost no substance there. Like, we covered Tom's Diner in the last episode. There's 3 sentences on what Tom's Diner is in, like, level one's wiki page. One is that he's a chef before he got there. Two is that it's a place that gets regular supply drops. And number three is that Tom's a good person. That's all the information there is. So it's a fantastic baseline to basically elaborate a story off of. But when you take it for what it is and just use it as what it is, there's not much there. So I'm using my own creativity and character driving to use the places that happen in the wiki, in Kane Pixels, and basically create. I'm going to create new characters as well as elaborate on characters that just had names mentioned and use them to their fuller effect. That should get out of the way how I'm using the lore. The creature that took place in the first episode is the same creature that took place in Kane Pixels. If you're only from the wiki, you might say that doesn't make any sense because there are no hostile creatures in level 0, which Frank pointed out as well. It's an anomaly. It's something that shouldn't have happened, and we're going to have to discover as we go on why something like this is happening. Is something changing? Is someone influencing things in the backrooms? And we'll answer those questions as we move forward. Uh, I did things in 2 different styles in these 2 different episodes. I had this map. This is the DM version. We're not going to use the same map again. I used a map generator to make this, and then I set up different areas. So orange are areas that the creature would spawn. The blue is the fire escapes. It might be purple. I'm kind of colorblind. And then all the red areas are... Bana, do you know if it's blue or purple?
Uh, that's that's purple.
Purple is the fire escapes, and then everything red would get you to the manila room. And then I think I made it orange. Is that orange? No, that's green. And then the green areas are special, like there's areas in level 0 where you can basically practice no clipping, and Bunna didn't find any in his run through, but he might find some in level 1 or learn it through another NPC. We're not really using a quote unquote dice system. If something needs odds of happening, I have a d20 here. I'll roll it. If there's like a 50-50 shot of something happening, I'll do above 10 and then it happens. If there's like 20 a 20% chance of something failing, I'll basically take the odds on a d20 and then go with that, or as close to the approximate that I can on this dice. Mainly it's going to be by Bunna's creativity of solving the problems that he gets put in front of, like he did in episode 2 when he did his thing with the paintbrush. Um, Bunna, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. We did 2 different styles. We did using this map that we have here, as well as we did the more narrative-based one. Uh, for different scenarios, we might be switching from one to another, or even experimenting with different styles. If you have a suggestion on something that might work really well, I might try it out if you leave a comment. But yeah, this is mainly to address why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it. This is not supposed to be a long video. It's just supposed to be a brief explanation. If you have any more questions, you can just leave a comment. But yeah, we're mixing basically the lore of Kane Pixels, of his Backrooms content, along with what's already been pre-established with the wiki. I think that's the best way for me to create the story that I want to create. Because the thing that matters to me most is the characters and the story and giving, well, Bunna, my player, a good time and immersing him in the world. What comes second is the lore and like what really like the nitty gritty and like what matters. Because I will bend or break whatever I can in order to make it fit the story I want to convey better. And that's where I stand on that. And yeah, that's about it. Got any questions, Mana?
No.
Say hello.
Hi.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you'll continue to check out the series. Have a good one.